Good morning, La. First of all, may I request Honorable Limpo and everyone in the hall to kindly rise for the national anthem, please. Thank you, La. Next, we have march on ceremony. March on Pidi Kutsunan Shunibin.
Om Ahum Om Ahum Om Ahum Chedo Pidam Jegi Madari Tham Jegi Anjuki Pratham Jegi Zodi Sumsa Tham Jegi Kusung Tu Nisume Ishigi Mu Zagi Jijun Beldin Tamba Malushin Liba Meba Namge Shelto Pens Amrita Punza Khai Chai Gi Nejro Lanan Gida Jali Idam Kiproge Laso Malushin Meba Namge Shelto Pensa Amrita Punza Khai Ne Sumge Poda Khandroma Nam 두체 첨보 견나니 초종다 신종게 판조마마 메바 남게 샤도 벤자 암레다 본자 하이 벨 마하칼라 차동게 내주로게 달라 두숨게 멤바 졸라 게프로게 소마 첨모 자로 민진 코로 까디다 제보 소바 담바 최종와 말리신 리밤 샤도 벤자 아메레다 본자 하이제야 데사 디니나 네발라소 함마신데게 도와리도 겐네나 지디베 셈젠탐 제게 벤자 아메레다 본자 하이
Honorable Minister, Ministry of Works and Human Settlement, His Eminence Tsulalebe Tashthornzin, Director, Royal Institute of Governance and Strategic Studies, Vice Chancellor, Royal University of Bhutan, Dash Thompe, Managing Directors, Chief Engineer, Border Roads, invited dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to this second construction seminar organized by CDCL in collaboration with College of Science and Technology, in tune with the theme Emerging Trends in the Construction Industry. My name is Jimmy Songmo, a civil engineer by profession, and I have the privilege to be your host today. We are so delighted to have every single one of you here to share this special event with us. It is indeed really encouraging to see so many participants from various sectors of the industry. Thank you everyone for accepting our invitation. On behalf of CDCL and CST, I would like to extend my heartiest gratitude to all the delegates, dignitaries and participants, many of whom have traveled far to be with us today. Thank you everyone for putting in all the extra efforts to be here. And especially to our international delegates and dignitaries, welcome to Bhutan. We hope you have fruitful as well as peaceful stay in the country. Before we move on with the program, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our sponsors and supporters who have made this event possible. As you all can see, it displayed all over the stage. This year we have 3 categories of event sponsorships: gold sponsor, silver sponsor and bronze sponsors, and we also have many other supporters. So thank you all sponsors and supporters for your full-hearted support. You all are an integral part of our success story. And finally, thank you Royal University of Bhutan for accommodating us, and I would also like to thank all the organizers and the team, because they have worked so hard for the last few months apart from their daily schedule. Thank you for this wonderful arrangement. Now moving on with the program, may I invite Chief Executive Officer, CDCL, for the opening remarks, please.
Last tari ngachi shanzom de guma chui hama tamangari hotole na chikale kudinzo yeuchi chikale te gyumla shoyini ni enkena shuni na wachi shuna chu. Honorable Shaptolembo, His Eminence Tatsula Lupin and alums from the Jun Trasa, representatives from the international agencies, Chief Engineer Motor Roads, Dashos, and the participants, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, it gives me immense pleasure to extend our warm welcome to the second seminar in series held as a biennial event. The first one was held at CST in 2017 in Princeling, and we have had a great success. Following this year as well, we received overwhelming response to the seminar with papers from national and international experts, academics, students, and practitioners. The technical working team from CST and CDCL selected 25 papers for compilation in the form of a compendium and selected 20 papers for presentation. Keeping in line with the theme, Emerging Trends in the Construction Industry, the papers were categorized under four broad topics for discussion: construction management, occupational health and safety, environmental impact assessment, environment management plan, construction of surface and underground infrastructure. The seminar 2019, organized by CDCL in collaboration with CST, aims to connect the academia, researcher, and the construction industry practitioners like policymakers, project managers, engineers, architects, contractors, and other professions from the field. It is not very often that professionals from the academia, research, and the construction sector have the opportunity to sit together, exchange ideas, create network, and get a feel of the challenging projects undertaken, particularly in our part of the world. It is our firm belief that the overall contribution and outcome from the seminar will help in shaping new direction, policies, and ideas in the construction sector to set benchmark and raise the standard of the construction industry. The other reason for CDCL to partner with one of the premier institutions of learning, that is the College of Science and Technology under the Royal University of Bhutan, is to facilitate and enable young minds pursuing engineering studies to interact and receive invaluable knowledge as well as insights from practicing professionals in the field on the latest trends and technologies. And today, I would like to report here that we have quite a number of students from the College of Science and Technology attending the seminar. It also gives me immense pleasure to report that this year, the seminar brings together very seasoned and accomplished professionals from both within and outside the country, sharing their hard-earned experience and knowledge of working on some of the mega and technically challenging projects in the region and in the country. The recent construction and commissioning of the 720 megawatt hydropower electric project at Mangduchu, which was recently inaugurated during the visit of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, is one shining example. The seminar also takes pride in mentioning that we have roped in senior, experienced, qualified and proven technocrats, both in the field and in their line of work as moderator of each session to guide through the presentation and discussion. To provide diversity and essence to the seminar, we have requested Dr. Cheong Rinzin, the director from the Royal Institute of Governance and Strategic Studies, to begin and kick off the seminar with a session on professionalism, integrity and pride, which is more than ever felt as a critical missing element at the present times. The theme and the content of the seminar will also allow us to reflect on the key challenges faced by the construction industry as Bhutan moves towards LDC graduation by the end of the 12th five-year plan. The construction sector has very important contribution to make by proving that economic growth through quality infrastructure development is possible without coming in conflict with environment, tradition, and ethics. The sector has experienced rapid growth in the past decades, buoyed by investment in the hydropower sector, expansion and improvement of the existing social infrastructures, and more recently, a lot of private spending in housing and tourism. However, I think we are also faced with the reality that poor quality of construction, human resource constraints, and high cost of construction continue to affect the sector. As we move forward, the construction industry with more than 4,000 contractors, we must embrace innovation and technology to deliver the projects on time, with quality and within the cost. We must also look at addressing some of the national issues related to employment. And in that respect, we must create enabling environment through policy interventions for our youth to choose blue-collar job to dispel the perception that it is inferior and unattractive. For CDCL, from a humble beginning in 2009, with core business and equipment hire, CDCL under DHI has evolved within a short span of time into a well-established construction company with strong credentials in roads, bridges, and other areas of infrastructure development. CDCL has also successfully forayed in the township development, hydropower sector, undertaking major hydropower tunneling and transmission projects. The company is mandated with the task of capacity building, skilling, and providing gainful employment in the country. And towards that end, the company takes pride in the fact that our effort in skilling and youth engagement has been successful with each successive projects. One of the key focus of CDCL is to conduct itself with the core values of what we call elites. Translated excellence, leadership, integrity, teamwork, entrepreneurship, and safety. Almost all the projects that CDCL has handed over to the client over the last few years bears the hallmark of timely completion, if not early handover, delivering with assured quality and within the allocated budget. For the future ahead, the company strives to foster all the elements of good corporate body that can represent the construction industry with clean image, setting benchmarks of best practices as a model construction company. The company, as a part of its strategic plan, have already established tie-ups and partnership with some of the best international companies to undertake major projects in the hydropower and other infrastructure works in the future. and some of this company, our partners, are also present today in this seminar. I would like to also take this opportunity as the CEO of CDCL today to thank one of the most important partners of CDCL, the chairman of D2 Infrastructure Private Limited, Mr. Deendayal Sharma, who is among us to participate in the seminar. A very senior gentleman and a very senior engineer. Mr. Sharma lives, breathes, and dreams bridges. His company does only bridges. As a very reputed construction company in India, D2S Infrastructure Private Limited has completed more than 300 bridges all over India, including Bhutan. CDCL will remain indebted to Mr. D.D. Sharma for helping us learn and build competency in the trade of bridge design and construction. Our association with this company dates back from 2012 to 2014, when the two companies designed and built 128-meter multi-span unbalanced bridge-test cantilever bridge at Pantang across Mangdichu. Many of you must have traveled across that bridge. The bridge, the Pantang Bridge, is a testament, an example of a perfect partnership of JV project between two companies and two countries. In spite of the remoteness, extremely difficult terrain, and logistical nightmares we faced on the project not only produced some of the finest and fully confident young bridge building engineers in CDCL, but also delivered hat trick of firsts. The first being we handed over the bridge 2 months before the completion. Second being we achieved a concrete strength of M25 grade first time in Bhutan on a bridge. Third being the first bridge project undertaken on design, built and lump sum basis for the department roads under the Ministry of Works and Human Settlement. For CDCL bridge engineers, there was no looking back after this project. We have built and we have designed and built number of bridges after the Pantang Bridge. And I think the bridges are all there for to see. Lastly, in conclusion, I would like to once again thank Honorable Shabto Lembo, His Eminence Zalsula Lupin, and all the distinguished guests, including the participants to the seminar, for sparing your valuable time to attend the seminar. I would also like to thank all the sponsors, gold, silver, bronze, and supporters for extending financial support to organize this seminar. I would, in the end, also would like to thank Royal University of Bhutan for allowing us to use the auditorium and the facilities to host the seminar over the next 2 days. Thank you.
Thank you, the CEO of CDCL. Before I forget, kindly turn off your cell phones or switch it to silent mode to avoid interruptions, please. Now, I would like to invite Honorable Lempo for the inaugural address.
Hagoigi Chedu Mikde Inginalu Juni Sejunila. His Eminence Sula Levit, Dashut Sawarizin, Director Rix, Vice Chancellor of Royal University of Bhutan, Dashut Humpen, CEO of CDCL, Director Generals, Directors, my friends from Project Danta, my friends from JICA and other dignitaries, experts from both from within Bhutan and outside Bhutan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. It is indeed a great honor for me to be here amongst you all for this construction seminar 2019, which I truly believe is an event of great importance to our construction industry. I would like to thank Construction Development Corporation Limited and College of Science and Technology for organizing this seminar as a biannual event, and I hope this seminar would continue to grow and upgrade to an international seminar in the future, in the near future. As you all know that construction industry plays an important role in our social economic development of our country and contributes over 17% to our GDP. A substantial amount of country's capital expenditure outlay will be associated with the construction industry, and this is how the government budgets are finally reached to the general public as an infrastructure through construction industry. Knowing the importance of this sector, having a high potential to generate wealth, employment and sustainable growth, Ministry of Works and Human Settlement, in collaboration with relevant stakeholders, has drafted the National Construction Policy, and I would say that today the policy is in a very advanced stage, and soon it will come out as a policy document. In addition to this, government has also approved for the drafting of construction industry bill. Well, these are some of the stories of our good days. Let's see the other part of the story. World had 5-year records in last 5 consecutive years. We had 20 warmest years on record in last 22 years. Few weeks ago, Greenland has lost 12.5 billion of ice to melting. Just in one day. Did we play some role in that? Did our construction industry play some role? I would definitely say that yes, we had a negative role. Somewhere played some parts. Coming back to our country, forget the rest. Is our construction industry admired for having innovative ideas, for having a quality of infrastructures, and for timely delivering of the projects? I would say definitely yes, but not most of the time. Okay, another issue. The youth unemployment issue in our country. The youth unemployment is increasing every year, every month. How far we can tolerate this upward chain of youth unemployment? Masigi mimangi labalu CAU is now mimangi kalu muge is now. If we don't recognize the 21st century muge on time, I think we will be in crisis situation. But more important here is that is our construction industry. Are we ready? Are we ready to accept this youth unemployment issue as one of the emerging issues of our construction industry? I strongly feel we have to. And this is the area where I said that there's a gap between innovative ideas and the sustainable idea within the technology and within the construction industry itself. And at this juncture, when we require the bridge to gap between the academics and the practicing engineers, between the theory knowledge and the practical experiences, I'm so pleased to see this event, the Construction Seminar 2019, happening today. And the more interestingly, this year's theme is Emerging Trends in the Construction Industry, which is need of ours. All of us have seen the rapid advancement taking place in the construction technology globally on a daily basis. What was yesterday's technology is today's conventional method. Therefore, if Bhutan wants to keep the pace with the rest of the world in terms of construction and infrastructure development, we the players in the construction industry need to keep ourselves abreast with the latest technology and system. And this is why the seminar is very important. And I am sure that today's seminar will send the ripples of innovative ideas across the oceans of construction industry. Going through the seminar schedule, I see lots of topics that will be presented, all of which are relevant to us in the construction industry. I'm also so happy to see that besides the technical presentation, there are also some presentations on social issues. And on all this, I see there's a lot of scopes for discussions and learnings. In view of this opportunity, I would like to urge all the participants here to participate actively and to learn so that we can serve ourselves even better from today onwards. Well, it is our drive to expand the technology. It is our drive to expand the innovative ideas. We must also remember that it is our responsibility to come up with sustainable solutions to the emerging issues of the construction industry. With this, I would like to thank the organizers and participants once more and wish you all a successful and a meaningful 2 days with lots of interactives and discussions. Thank you and Tashdile.
Thank you, Honorable Lempo. As mentioned by Honorable Lempo, CDCL and CST will continue to host this seminar on biannual basis with an objective to create awareness and address issues pertaining to policy and practical aspects, particularly in the construction sector. We have had successful first national conference seminar in the year 2017. I'm sure some of you must have attended that one as well. And we look forward to seeing all of you and many more in every seminar we host in the future. Just to reflect back, 2 years ago, our CEO CDCL in his opening remarks has clearly mentioned that the long-term plan of this seminar is to go international. We are just into the second seminar and it is overwhelming to receive so many papers both within and outside the country. And the quality of paper only gets better and also the number of participants keeps increasing. So thank you everyone for your response. Without taking much time, I'll quickly run through today's program. We have 6 sessions in the morning and 8 in the afternoon. But this doesn't mean we are going to have a very long and hectic day. In fact, we have built great programs for you all to keep you learning as well as to keep you all awake all day long. In fact, this seminar will provide you glorious opportunity to mingle and share ideas and insights with fellow delegates and as well as with among ourselves. We have, everyone can see, we have very renowned speakers like Dr. Theorinson, Deputy Chamberlain to His Majesty the King, and Director of Royal Institute for Governance and Strategic Studies. We all like to listen to Tasha's inspirational talk, and I recommend you not just listen, take a piece of paper, pen and note it down. It will be really worth it. And as much as we would like to listen to Tasha's inspirational talk, we would also like to hear about the miraculous commissioning of Mangdechu hydropower project. We could have heard it from the managing director himself, but due to unfortunate incidences, the director will present on behalf of MHPA. And not only this, we'll get to know a lot about intelligent urbanism, occupational health and safety, environmental impact assessment, construction management, surface construction, underground construction, and many more from this event. So there are so many things in store for us to learn today and also for tomorrow. As per our schedule, we have a photo session and tea break after this, but before that, with permission from Honorable Chief Guest, we would like to play a CDCL visual theme song which was launched in July this year. Can we have visual theme song, please?
Shola Diki Pirichi Zotin Gopelezin Shitsuzi
Machi Zotin Gopel Lezindi Nachara Jungi Lezin Chive Inamlo Nitongulu Shitsubi Sishuni Nachara Jungi Tuyu Komba Chidive Yale Kanami Chalala Shachara Nachi Lubete Sishuni
Lezindigi Zori Zotinzu Negon Chitar Kelendi Tindu Yinsen Meba Pizze Zotin Leber to be meal Kedi
Machi Sotin Gompel Lezin Chegi Miguel Zora Tambara Sotingi Lugilsu Tisina Tunida Lad Su Gara Pisi Chembe Zoni Tele Sotingi Mongilsu Chenta Chembe Lalen Tapnilu To Bombera Tenbo Sishuni
Dedam Chingi Leji Gompelda Keri Dimbi Mitop Shatablu
Zori Zotin Tulanin Sungi Lam Lutuya Dindi Tudi Lam Lutuya Dindi Tudi
Egypt Sugi Tenlu Yinsungda Dembi Lamlu Suya Tamdambe Lalin Tabdo Yeb Mate Gelchi Zotin Yinsung Lamlu Petin Suluya So Tendo Sishuni
Geka Bomba Delu Lopeda
Yewer Kovi Lokta Chindigi
Kutuk Chingi Kurlam Sambatu Geka Taimiba Jabdi
Kutuk Chingi Kurlam Sambatsu Yakatai Miba Chadi
Zotin Gompel Lazimgi Gelkhap ki Peljur Lukhan Lapchini Dendu Lokmi Lagel da Loktati Nigi Lagel Dele Jitin Korlam da Sampachu Sotin Beu Mache Najin Tsugi Jilu Rechel Yaga Tangthap ki Denle Dinchimgi Lagel Disuya Chap Ye Se Junimina
Zori Zotin Legil Dinchongi Mima Jutin Shapto Pudi Tirik Chokatsugi Shapto Ya Zotin Lezindigi Pudi
Tira Chikalo, Legend Prime Suluya, Zorik da Zotin Sugi, Teten Shaptosu, Kade Jata Puin. Pena, Macheragi, Tom de Charji, Jinchim Gizoke, Korlamda, Samchin Sugi Tolu, Teten Shaptosuya Puin.
Lezindina Leji Pomotu Belden Drubi Mikunya Jai
Yekamna Gila Yoko Kabya Zotin Lezindigi Tudi Zotin Lezindigi Tudi
Ache Zoti Kompel Lezingi Namlo Mitong Chubdille Lome Zori Nalu Chashuni Gutsu Isishuni Di Natengile Ache Dubi Najin Disulu Lakzel da Rikzel Disu Yageta Nidinulu Senshu Bom Kido Sishuni
Gana Nikachi Lome Lezinda Chajito Nachina Lumi Foda Thinking Top Tong Disia Motitube Nandi Nachi Duvimi Disia and the Charge Sudalu the same shoot up I am your bomber kill me
Niwa Gebi Tu Dendu Bersho Ni De Pelchur Gondu Pewasho Zotin Gompel Lezin Gondu Pe Dikini Mayendu Shawasho Dikini Mayendu Shawasho Dikini Mayendu Shawasho Dikini Mayendu Shawasho
Thank you, La. These are some of the small moments that has made all the difference in CDCL. Thank you everyone for your attention. Before we go for tea, we have tea break. We have photo session. Mr. Dojit Singh will guide us through. And I request everyone to please come back exactly at 10 a.m. so that we can resume our session. Thank you.